I've got a really important piece of advice to share for anyone who is planning to travel in the coming months. As it currently stands here in England, the advice from our government states that if you test positive on a lateral flow test, you no longer need to take a PCR. You just self-isolate and get better soon, which is really great as long as you're not planning on taking a holiday in the next few months. There are plenty of popular holiday destinations right now that require all holidaymakers to provide proof of a negative PCR test taken with a government-approved testing provider before travel, or a proof of recovery certificate. You can only get a free proof of recovery certificate if you've taken a PCR test at the point of infection and tested positive. If you don't do that, you might need to clear a PCR test before you travel, and if you've had COVID within the last 90 days, it is possible, according to our scientists and probably someone you know, that you will still test positive. So my advice to anyone who tests positive for COVID-19 on a lateral flow is to get straight on the NHS website and book a PCR, because if you need to travel for leisure or business or family, you'll be very glad you did if you need to prove that you've recently recovered. This is really important advice, so please share it with anyone you hear of this week who tests positive for COVID, because if they don't already know this, they will be really grateful.